Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Valuation. My name is Ginni Singh. So in this video we are going to cover matrices chapter. So the students who are in class 12th or preparing for any competitive exams like IIT mains, IIT advanced, or if they are preparing for the MSET also or any other competitive exam, so if they are even in a 12th boards also, so they can also watch this video, because in this video we are going to cover the matrices chapter completely. And in the starting we will discuss about the basic things, concepts, and like what are the types of the matrices, what is the matrices, and after that we will go with the basics question, and then we will go to the advanced questions also. All right, so let's start. Okay, so what first we have to understood what is the definition of matrices, how we can define the matrices. Okay, so a set of m times n numbers arranged in the form of an order set of m rows and n columns is called m times n matrix. Okay, so what is a matrix? Matrix is nothing but we are just arranging the elements. Elements are called numbers. Okay, so we are just arranging them in the form of rows and columns. All right, so first we have to understand what are the rows and what are the columns. So here you can see this is A is just nothing, we are just denoting the matrix with the capital letters. So A is a matrix, and here A11, A12, up to A1n. Yeah, so these are the elements. And here next is A21, A22 up to A2n. So these are the next row. So first we have to understand what is the row, what is the column. Okay, so first I am just giving one example. Suppose you have a matrix A, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 11. Okay, suppose this is a matrix. So what we have to first understand, what is the row. If we are just saying suppose the first row of A matrix, so what image comes in your mind first? So first we have to understand what is the row exactly, right? So let's understand what is the row. So here you can see, if you will go in this direction you will get a row. So this is the row 1, this is the row 2, and this is the row 3 of this matrix A. Okay, so you have understood what is the row 1, what is the row 2, what is the row 3. Next we have to understand what is the column. So column, we can see we have to go in this direction. So if we will go in this direction, we will get the column. So this is the column 1, this is the column 2, and this is the column 3 of this matrix A, right? So we have understand like what is the row, what is the column. If I will ask you, just tell me the element of first row, first column. First row, first column. So how we can denote this? We will say 1, because this is the first row and this is the first column. So we will get the element 1, right? And how we can write this? We can write in the form of Aij. So what Aij is? So this is nothing but the address of the element of any matrix. Okay, suppose if we will say A12, so 1 means the row. This first I always denotes the row and this J always denotes the column. Okay, so A12 means first row, second column. So first row, second column will be 3. We will get A12 will be 3. Okay, so here you can see A12, this is 3. So you have understood how we can denote the address of the matrix now, right? So if we are asking like what is the A31, so 3 means this is the row, so that means third row, and this 1 is column, that means third row, first column. So we will get here 8. So here we will get 8. So in this way we are addressing all the elements. These in the inside matrix all the numbers are called elements. So in this way we are addressing them, all the elements, like A in the Aij form. Okay, Now here it's written where Aij represent the elements at the intersection of a ith row and jth column. Okay, so have you understood like what is the row, what is the column, how we are addressing the elements, how we are just if we are getting the address of the elements, you can easily reach to that element, right? Okay, so let's move to the, now we are going to understand what are the types of matrices. All right, so first type is square matrix. What is the square matrix? This is very important because we have to at least we have to understand what are the types of matrices, because if we are talking about the diagonal matrix, first we have to understand what is the diagonal matrix, right? So that's why we are understanding what are the types of matrices, right? So first type is square matrix. So let's learn about this matrix. A matrix in which the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. So that means if we have any matrix, so 1 2 3 4, so we can see the number of rows is 2 and the number of columns is also 2, right? So we can say it is the square matrix. And how we can denote? 2 times 2. This number is row and this number is column. Got it? So in this way we are denoting the matrix. So we can say this is the 2 times 2 matrix. Number of row is 2, number of columns is 2. So that's why we are calling this a square matrix. We can see this is the square matrix, and this matrix B is 3 times 3. How we can make the 4 times 4 matrix? Suppose C is 1 3 4 5 1 7 8 9 1 2 7 1 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is the matrix 4 times 4. So this is the also square matrix because the rows and the number of rows and the number of columns are equal. Okay, so that's why this is also square matrix. So have you understood what is the square matrix? Okay, next move to the horizontal matrix. What is the horizontal matrix? So matrix in which number of columns are more than number of rows. So you can see in this matrix, suppose this is a matrix A. So you can see in this matrix the number of rows we have 2 and the number of columns we have 3. So we can say 2 times 3 matrix. So here number of rows I is less than 3, I mean J. I is less than J. So in this kind of matrix are known as horizontal matrix, where number of columns are more than number of rows. Okay, so that you can see horizontal means in this direction you can see we are increasing, you know, we are increasing. So that's why we are called this horizontal matrix. Next is the opposite of this. Horizontal opposite is vertical. So we can see vertical is greater than horizontal. So that means in a matrix in which number of rows are more than the number of columns. So you can see number of rows are we having 3 and the number of columns we are having only 2. In the horizontal matrix we can see the number of rows are 2, columns are 3, and in this matrix we can see number of rows are 3 and columns are 2. Okay, so we can see in this direction we are having greater, that means vertical is greater, right? Okay, move to the next type of matrix. Next type of matrix is row matrix. So what is a row matrix? A matrix having only one row is called a row matrix. In this matrix we are having only one row. See, this is the matrix A and we are having only one row. So this kind of matrix are known as row matrix, only row matrix, because we are having only row. Okay, next is what are the diagonal matrix? This is important because many questions are coming from the matrices. Diagonal matrix are using so much, so that's why it's very important to learn about the diagonal matrix, understand the diagonal matrix. What is a diagonal matrix? Okay, so suppose we have any matrix A and we are having only diagonal and rest numbers are 0. And the condition of diagonal matrix, it must be a square matrix. That means number of rows must be equal to the number of columns. Okay, so 3 times 3 matrix. So a square matrix A is equals to n times n. That means number of rows and number of columns are equal. Is called a diagonal matrix if Aij is equals to 0 for all I is not equals to j. What is the meaning of I is not equals to j? That means when we are addressing these elements, let me explain to you. What are the address of first element? A11, second element A12, next one A13, because first it is the first row, and then first column, second column, third column. And here the what is the address of the second row and first column will be A2, because second row and first column. And here second row and second column, okay? And then here A, second row and third column. Here third row first column, third row second column, and here third row and third column. Okay, so here we are getting the address of these elements, right? So A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, and A31, A32, and A33, right? So here it says when I is not equal to j. So first we have to figure out the elements which having I is not equals to j. So you can see here I is equals to j, I is equals to j, and I is equals to j. That means these elements must be not equals to 0, right? And other elements are 0. Aij is equals to 0 for all I is not equals to j, right? So that means you can see these elements are, let me change the color. Okay, see this 1 2 1 2, that means I is not equal to j. 1 3, I is not equal to j. Here also I is not equal to j, here also I is not equal to j, and here also. So you can see these elements are not having I is equal to j. So that means that elements must be equal to 0. So that's why if these elements will be 0, then only we can say this is the diagonal matrix. That means we are having only a diagonal. All other elements are 0, and the matrix must be a square matrix. Okay, have you understood what is a diagonal matrix? Let's move to the next matrix. What is the scalar matrix? So this is nothing but the condition of a diagonal matrix. This is just one condition of a diagonal matrix. So in this condition, what we have to do? A diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are equal. Simple. Diagonal elements are equal. Suppose we have any matrix A, 0, no, its first element must be empty, like 7, 7, 7. Rest elements are 0. Okay, so this kind of matrix are scalar matrix, because we can see this diagonal is equals to these diagonal elements equal, all are equal, 7 7 7, right? So that's why we will say this matrix as a scalar matrix. Move to the next matrix, identity or unit matrix. Now this is another type of a scalar matrix. This is the type of a scalar matrix. So what is the type? The diagonal must be a 1, only 1, 1 1 1, and rest will be 0. So if we are asking to make a 4 times 4 diagonal matrix, and it must be identity matrix, or if it is not mentioned diagonal, if it is only mentioned like make the 4 times 4 identity matrix, so you have to simply make like this. 4 times 4 means 1 1 1 1. 4 we have to 4 rows and 4 columns, so that rest elements will be 0. So we have to make like this. Okay, so this is the matrix of 4 times 4 identity matrix, and this is the 3 times 3. Okay, so this is the identity matrix or unit matrix, right? Let's move to the next part, null matrix. What is a null matrix? A matrix whose all elements are 0 is called a null matrix. So you can see this A is a matrix which all elements are 0, and it's not necessary that rows and columns are equal. They may be it may be a horizontal matrix, it may be a vertical matrix, right? So it's not necessary it is a square matrix. So this is the null matrix, right? So have you understood null matrix? Let's move to the next type of matrix. What is the upper triangular matrix? So this is important. Let's understand what is upper triangular matrix. So a square matrix, see here also the condition is given. It must be a square matrix. If we are talking about the upper triangular matrix, it must be a square matrix. And is called an upper triangular matrix if Aij is equals to 0 for all I is greater than j. So first we have to make the address of each element. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Okay, these are the elements address. Now it says first we have to figure out I is greater than j elements. So you can see here we have I greater than j. I is greater than j here. I is greater than j here because 2 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1 and here 3 is greater than is greter than 2, right? And the rest of the elements are either equal or either smaller. So only these three elements are satisfies the condition I is greater than j. Okay, so these elements must be equal to 0. So if these elements will become 0, then we can say this is the upper triangular matrix. See here, this one 0. These elements must be a 0 and rest of the elements may be any numbers, right? So this is the upper triangular matrix. Next is lower triangular matrix. This is the opposite of upper triangular matrix. Here these elements will become 0. The condition will be I is smaller than j. So if I will show you with the address, you can see A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So the elements I is less than j. I is less than j. So 1 is less than 2, 1 is less than 3 and here 2 is less than 3, right? So these elements, if these elements will become 0, then we can say this is the upper triangular matrix. Okay. Now next we are going to learn about the operation of a matrix. Till now we are learning about the types of matrices. Now we are going to learn what are the operation of a matrices. First you have to understood the meaning of what is the operation meaning. Can you tell me what is the operation meaning? Operation meaning means plus, minus, division or multiply. So these are the signs of operations, right? So now how we can use these signs in the matrices? So we have to understand how we can add the matrices, how we can subtract the matrices, right? How we can multiply the matrices, how we can divide the numbers in the matrices. We are talking about this. So first we have to understand the equality of matrices. What is the equality? Two matrices of a same order are equal if their corresponding elements are equal. Suppose we have a matrix A, 1, 2, 3, 4 and we have a matrix B. Now if we want to make the matrix B equal to A, equality of matrix means if it must be equal if all the elements are equal, all the corresponding elements are equal. What is the meaning of corresponding elements are equal? It means 1 is corresponding to this one. So this one must be equal to this one. This 3 is corresponding to this element 3. So this 3 must be equal to 3 and similarly this 2 is must be equal to this 2 and this 4 must be equal to this 4. Okay. So in this way we can say this is the equality of matrix. We can say A matrix is equals to B matrix. They are of the same order, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. They are of the same order and having equal, their corresponding elements are equal. Okay. So then only we can say these matrices are equal. Let's move to the question. Okay, so question number 1 is, what we have to do? We have to find the value of x plus y plus z. So first try to solve this question and answer in the comment. Okay, just put the answer in the comment box. Okay, So let's start with this question. So here what we have to do, we have to simply compare the corresponding elements. So here you can see this 2x plus 4 and here you have 0. So we have to say, we can say if these matrices are equal, then we can say the corresponding elements are also equal. As we have learned here, if the matrices are equal, then their corresponding elements are equal, right? So here we can say these matrices are equal because we are having this equal sign. Then we can say their corresponding elements are equal. So 2x plus 4 is equals to 0. Okay, so from here we will get x is equals to minus 4 divided by 2, that is equals to minus 2. And next we have to find the value of y also. So 3y minus x is equals to 5. So we know that x is minus 2, so 3y minus 2 is equals to 5. Okay, so 3y is equals to here it's minus, right? So it will become minus minus plus. So 5 minus 2 will be 3, so y will be 1. And next is z, we have to find the z. So z plus 2 is equals to 3, so z is equals to again 1. So the value of x plus y plus z is equals to minus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So it will be minus 2 plus 2 will be 0. So the answer will be A, option A. So the answer, if you are getting the same answer exactly 0, so just put in the comment box that you are getting the same answer, right? Next, move to the next part. Next question is example A is equals to B, then find the, if A matrix is given to us and B matrix is given to us, it's not, it didn't mention like A is equals to B. It's simply we have to find the A plus B matrix. So A plus B is equals to, first we have to write in this form, A is equals to 2, 0, minus 1, 6, and then plus 4, 2, 7, minus 2. So what we have to do, we have to simply add the corresponding elements. Okay, so this 2 will be added with this 4. So 2 plus 4 will be 6. This minus 1 will be added with this corresponding element. So minus 1 plus 7 is 6. And this 0 will added with this 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. And this 6 will added with this minus 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So the answer will be 6, 6 and then 2, 4. Okay. Let's move to the next part. Next we are talking about the what are the properties of matrix addition. So we can say matrix addition is a commutative. If you are adding A plus B or you are adding B plus A, we will get the same answer because we are simply adding the corresponding elements. So we will get the same elements. So that's why we can say this is the commutative. This matrix will satisfy the commutative property in the addition case. Matrix addition is associative. If you will add A then B plus C, you will get the same answer. Or if you will add A plus B, then you will add C, again you will get the same answer. And cancellation law holds. So here if you will add A plus B is equals to A plus C, then we can say we are adding something extra. So that means B is equals to C. A will cancel out, right? So this way we can say this will hold the cancellation law also. Next is subtraction of matrices. Subtraction of a matrix, two matrices is possible only if they are on the same order. Okay, this condition is on the addition also, and here the same condition in the subtraction also. The order must be the same, then only we can find the corresponding elements. And the resultant matrix is obtained by the subtraction of corresponding elements of two given matrices. This is the same as the addition. Alright. Next, move to the multiplication. So the scalar get multiplied in every element of the matrix. That means, suppose we have any matrix 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, A is equals to and we want to multiply this 2 with this matrix A. So what we have to do this 2 will multiply with each element of this matrix. So we will get 2 times 1 will be 2, 2 times 2 will be 4, 2 times 3 will be 6, and 2 times 4 will be 8. Okay, so in this way we can say the elements will multiply with all the elements. If we are multiplying any element, any number, basically if we multiply any number, then this number will multiply with each elements of the matrix. Okay, so this is the multiplication of matrix with a scalar. We are talking about the scalar. All right, so let's move to the next question. So in this question, what we have to find the AB. That means we have to multiply the matrix A with the matrix B. Okay, so first what we have to do, we have to write this matrix first AB. That means we have to write the matrix A first, and then we have to write the matrix B. Okay, now what we have to do, let's see how we can multiply these matrices. This is very important because we have to multiply each element with the corresponding element, but here we have to multiply in the different way. You can see, let me explain to you. First we have to take the first row of this first matrix, okay, and we have to take the first column of the second matrix. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to multiply this 1 with this 4. Okay, 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, next what we have to do, we have to multiply this 2 with this 7. 2 times 7 is 14. Add this 14. Okay, what we have to do the next, the row will be the same of first row of the first matrix, but the column will change. We have to move to the second column of second matrix. Row will be same, but column will change. So next what we have to do, multiply this 1 with this 5, this 1 with this 5. So what we will get, 1 times 5 is 5. Next what we have to do, multiply this 2 with this minus 8. So what we will get, 2 times minus 8 is minus 16. Okay. Next what we have to take the first row. Again first row will be the same, only the column will change. Next how we can solve it, we have to do the same. Multiply this 1 with this 6. So 1 times 6 will be 6 here, and this 2 multiply with this 2. So 2 times 2 is 4 plus 4. So in this way we have find the first row, right? Next we have to take the second row and first column of the second matrix, right? So take the second row and this will be the first column. Do the same with this also. Multiply this 3 with this 4. 3 times 4 is 12, and this minus 4 times 7 will be minus 4 times 7 will be minus 28. Okay, next what we have to take, the same row of first matrix and column will be changed, column 2. So 3 times 5 is 15, and minus 4 times minus 8 will be plus 32. Okay, next we have to take the row will be the same, second, and the column will be changed. This one column will be changed. Okay, so what we will get here, we will get 3 times 6, this 3 times 6 is 18, and minus 4 times 2 is minus 8. Okay, next we have to take the third row and first column, this first column. Okay, so next is 5 times, this 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 4 is 20, and then 6 times 7 is 42. Okay, next row will be the same, only column will change, second column. So 5 times 5 is 25, and 6 times minus 8 is minus 48. And again the row will same, and the row column will change, column will be the third. So 5 times 6 is 30, and this 6 times 2 is 12 plus 12. Okay, now we have to solve this matrix. We have to simply add all these elements. So 4 plus 4 will 14 will be 18. Minus 16 plus 5 will be, or 5 minus 16 will be minus 11. Let me make the space here. So here we will get minus 11. 6 plus 4 will be 10. Then 12 minus 28 will be 16. 15 plus 32 will be 47. 18 minus 8 will be 10. 20 plus 42 will be 62. 25 minus 48 will be 23 minus 23. And 30 plus 12 will be 42. Okay, so this is the final answer. So have you understood what we have to take? We have to take first row of the first matrix and first column of the second matrix. Only the column will be changed of the second matrix, but the row will be the same. First we have to take the first row. So first we have to multiply this 1 with this 4, and this 2 with multiply with this 7. Similarly we have to do with the second column and then third column. So in this way we will get the matrix AB. Okay, next what we have to find the matrix BA matrix. So to find the BA matrix, we have to write the matrix B first. 4, 7, 5, minus 8, 6, 2, and here 1, 3, 5, 2, minus 4, 6. Alright, so here again we have to do the same as we have done with the AB. We have to take first row and here first column. So we will get matrix 4 times 4 is 4, 5 times 3 is 15, and 6 times 5 is 30. And we have to take the same row, but the column will be changed. This one column will be changed, this one. So what we will get here, 4 times 2 will be 8, 5 times minus 4 will be minus 20, and 6 times 6 is 36. Next we have to change the row. We have to change the row, and the column will be first, and column will be the first. So what we will get, 7 times 7 times 1 will be 7, minus 8 times 3 will be minus 24, 2 times 5 will be 10, and here 7 times 2 will be 14, minus 8 times minus 4 will be plus 32, and 2 times 6 will be 12. Next we have to solve this. What we will get, 34 plus 15 will be 50, and then 20 minus 36 will be 16. So 16 plus 8 will be 24. So minus 24, 10 will be minus 14. Minus 14 plus 7 will be minus 7. and here we will get 14. It is minus 32, right? No, plus 32. Yeah, 14 plus 32 plus 12 will be 58. So let's check the answer. So the answer will be 49, 24 minus 7, 58. Minus 6, 7, 58, 24. So for first element is 14, 49. So here we can see, yeah, it's 49, not 50. Okay. So this is the matrix BA, because 4 plus 15 will be 19, 19 plus 13 will be 30, will be 49. Okay. So here we will get the matrix BA. So we can see this matrix BA is not equals to AB matrix. So we can say this AB matrix is not equals to BA matrix. That means this will not hold the commutative property, and it may hold with the special case if matrix A is equals to B, and multiplication of a matrices is distributive with respect to addition of matrices, like A times B plus C, B plus C will be AB plus AC. Okay. So in the next video we will cover the questions of these matrices, like we will do some examples of the multiply, like how we can multiply. Alright, so we will move to the next part in the next video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, you can just like, share and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.